Good morning, everyone. It's time for our Thursday devotional. Today, I want to talk about mission. I went to a conference this week, and there was a speaker there, and he was for pastors, and he was talking about, he came, he just wanted to encourage pastors, and he went through some of the frustrations that we experience, and I think even beyond pastors, just as Christians that we experience, and the distractions that we get pulled into, and he said, as pastors, but I think it really is true of all of us as Christians. He said, when we get to those points where we're frustrated or we're upset or we find ourselves getting distracted or pulled in a different direction, he says we have to remember that we are a people who are about a mission. There was another speaker there who his thread throughout all of his sessions of speaking was the moment that we are in does not pause the mission that we are on. We're a people who are called to be a missional people. We are about the Father's work. As Jesus said, I've come to do the work that my Father has sent for me to do. I've come to do the work of my Father. And he says, now I leave that work to you. I've called you to go out into this world and to make disciples. I've called you to show my love to the people of this world. I've called you to follow my example and to live life the way that I've showed you. We are a people who are on a mission. Sometimes we get bogged down with, well, we think we have to fight about this cultural thing, or we think we have to support this or that or the other, or we get into these arguments and we battle about theology or science or this or that or whatever, and we get pulled in so many different directions. And not that all of those things are necessarily bad or are necessarily unnecessary, but we have to determine, is it pulling it away from our mission? We are a people who are on a mission. This pastor went on and talked about, he said, we have to remember as pastors, we didn't get into it to run the church. We run the church so that we can do ministry. It's about the people. It's about the lives. I was trying to talk to Zachary, my son, earlier this week about kind of this idea. And I said, we have to, as Christians, we have to think about the things that have eternal impact. We can fight all we want about these worldly issues, and I'm not trying to say that none of them matter or have any significance, but at the end of the day, it's what we do with people. It's the love that we show. It's those kingdom of God things that we do that will have an eternal impact. We can fight about culture all we want. The culture will pass away. The culture will change whether we fight about it or not. Are you doing things this week that are on mission? Are you doing things that will have an impact for an eternity to come? Are you focused on the people around you? Are you focused on loving your neighbor as yourself? Are you focused on making disciples of the nations? Are you focused on loving your enemy? We are a people who are called to a mission. And any given moment that we are in does not pause the mission that we are on. We love you. Bless you this week. We hope you can join us on Sunday, either in person or online. Go in his grace this week.